Start. हरिः ओं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः अभ्रमं भङ्गरहितम् आजडं विमलं सदा आनन्दतीर्थमतलं भजेतापत्रयापहं मिथ्या सिद्धान्तदुद्ध्वान्त विध्वंसनविचक्षणः जयतीर्थाकृतनिर्भासतां नो हृदम्बरे अत्तिकृप्तकल्पोऽयं प्रत्यत्यकृतकेसरी व्यासतीर्थगुरुभूयात् अस्मदिष्टातसिद्धये तपोविद्याविरक्त्यादि सद्गुणोगाकराणं वादिराजगुरूनन्दे कृपदाश्रयान् पूज्य राघवेन्द्राय सिद्धमर्ताय च भजतां कृपवृक्षाय नमतां कामधेनवे दुर्वायुध्वान्तरवे वैष्णवेन्दीवरेन्दवे श्रीराघवेन्द्रगुरुवे नमः निराळवे आपादमूलपर्यन्तं गुरूणामाकृतिं तेन विज्ञाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्तं मनोरथाः हरिः ओं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. We are doing the Karma Nirnaya or Khandartha Nirnaya, and in that we saw the Mangalacharana sloka, and there we also saw the Vishaya, Prayojana, Adhikari, and Sambandha. So, Anena eva Vishayadayah cha uktaha. What is the Vishaya? Narayana himself, Paramatma, Paramatma's gunas. These are the Vishaya. And what is the Prayojana? Means karma viniyoga jnana. How to do the karma? And the jnana, associated jnana, moksha sadhaka jnana. The knowledge needed for the liberation. And that jnana, and mm, from that jnana, Bhagavad Prasad, Anugraha, Mukhya Prayojana. So moksha, Bhagavad Anugraha, all this is Prayojana. And who is Adhikari? Who is eligible for that means that Jignasu who Adhikari. Whoever wants to know about it, that Jignasu is the Adhikari. Yatha Yogyam Sambandha. The connection between this appropriate linking is the Sambandha. So this is what it says. Shodasina Anuštubhena Mangalacharanena Shastrasya Nirniyata iti api asuchi. See, Anushtup is 8 aksharas per pada. If you take Ashti or Shodashi, which is 16 aksharas or pada, then it is like 8 plus 8 is 6. So you can think of it like no, 2 16 padas or 4 8 akshara padas or 8 akshara padas, 8 akshara padas, 8 padas or 4 16 akshara padas, whatever way. So this is the counting, either 16 letters per pada or 8 letters per pada. And there are some mantras where there is a shortage. So for a kind of a filling is done for that. Why it is done, how it is done is intended by this. Aither Brahmanaranyaka, this there, it says, Mahanamninam upasargan upasujati. So this is what it comes there. And Mahanamninam upasargan upasujati. What is upasarga? What is upasujati? What is it? So as we see through the commentary, we'll know what exactly it is meant. Say here it says, Yadyapi Mulakosheshu Mahanamninam ityadi Brahmana Vakyam na pathyate. That means if you take the Mulakosha, Karmanina Khandatha, there this Brahmana Vakya, Brahmana means not like Varnas Brahmana, but Veda Bhaga Brahmana, Brahmana Samhita, Aranyaka, Upanishad, what we talk about. There in that Brahmana, Veda Brahmana, Aitareya Brahmana, this Mahanamninam Upasargan Upasujati, this Vakya is there, which is not uh, written in this Kruti in the very beginning. So, this particular, because Acharya directly commented on that. So, did Acharya comment without stating this? Naturally, we can imagine that though it is not there in the actual work Kruti, Acharya would have mentioned that and commented on that. So, that's why it says, तेन भगवत्पादेन प्रवचनकाले मूलवाक्यं न पठितमेव इति नार्थः. This does not mean that by Madhvacharya during the pravachana in Ujjeriya we saw that how they ask and their Acharya offhand gives the pravachana there and then he puts it in the form of a work also. So just because it is not written in the form of script in the Grantha itself That does not mean that Acharya did not say this statement. Acharya would have, because it makes logical sense. Just tell this and then comment on that. Without telling that, Acharya directly commented. So in the work itself, he just put a direct commentary. So भगवत्पादशिष्यानां याज्ञिकानाम् उजेर्यपण्डितानां च सर्वः अपि ब्राह्मणभागो मुखोद्गत इति न प्रायो लिपिबद्धं चक्रुः इति भाति. So here only we can only imagine. So Mananjacharya is saying that it looks as if, maybe this is the reason. All the Sishyas of Acharya Madhva and Yagnikas, all of them, and also even the Panditas who questioned, Ujeriya Panditas also, Sarvaha api Brahmana Bhagaha Mukhodgata. They know this Brahmana Bhaga, this particular Vakya, the entire Brahmana they are aware. So this Vakya also they will be aware. They are aware of, everybody is aware. So that's why Acharya probably not put it in the form, in the script itself, he didn't add this. Maybe that may be the reason until. So this is iti na prayo lipibaddham chakruhu iti bhati. So that's maybe the reason why it is not done a lipibaddha. That means it's not inscripted. It is not put in the form of a script. So this is what it says. Tatra tavat prathamam ujerya panditaihi jigishaya पृष्टस्य ऐतरेय ब्राह्मणस्य षोडशाध्याये चतुर्थखण्डस्य व्याख्यानम् उपक्रमते. As we saw in the 16th adhyaya, so Aiteya Brahmana 16th adhyaya, Chaturtha Khanda. So that Vyakhyana is started, Acharya starts the Vyakhyana like this. And here, from this, the Karmaniniya Bhaga, after the Mangalachana Sloka, this is what it says. महानाम्नीनां रुचाम् उपसर्गा ये उपसर्जनभूताः तान् उपसृजति संयोजयति. So basically it's saying for the Mahanamnina Rucham, for those mantras, Upasargaha ye Upasargas, because in the previous statement it says Mahanamnina Upasargan Upasujati. Upasargan. What is Upasargas? Means Upasargan Upasujati means Upasajjana Bhutaha Tan Upasujati Samyojayati. So upasargas, the additional is not exactly what we call adhyahara. Adhyahara is different. Whatever is doesn't exist, you bring it is called adhyahara. This is different from adhyahara. This is it's there some other place that is broad. When we did Brahma Sutra Bhashyas, remember we did the similar things. So that rest of the places, whatever is there, appropriately they are brought into this wherever there is a shortage or full pada is not there, purti pada is not there. There, these upasargas are some sub-statements. They are brought to samyojayati, put them together, string them together. They are strung. They are put in the form of a string. This is how it is done. So he says, Mahana. Big deal. Why is being told? Means ऐतरेयारण्यके प्रथम प्रघट्टकस्य षष्ठ अध्यायात् आरम्भ उपनिषत् भवति. द्वितीय प्रघट्टकान्तं संहत्य all together नवाध्यायी भवति उपनिषत्. The Upanishad is 9 adhyayas. So as you all know, we talked about this in the Pradhama Pragattaka. 6th adhyaya, starting from there, 6 to 14. That will become 9 adhyayas, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these are the 9 adhyayas. They constitute the Aitareya Upanishad. Tadante punaha ekah khanda patyate. After that, one more khanda, it is there. So, yam mahanamni khanda adhyaya ityachakshate. So this khanda that comes there, that is called mahanamni khanda. That's how it is called. Mahanamni nam khanda iti samavede api mahanamnyarchika iti atra samshayate kimatra vishesham. So what is so special about it? This doubt comes to our mind. And that one, the reason that is answered by the statement Mahanamni nam Nam Rucham iti. So Mahanamni Nam Rucham Upasargaye. Whatever is this? So Mahanamni Nam Rucham iti. This from this, the purpose of this, why is so important is mentioned here. And here one Vyakarana aspect is brought in from Ashtadhyayi. In Ashtadhyayi in Sutra 4.1.11, there is a sutra. So, and Nanu, if a doubt comes, a Purvapaksha can be there or our own doubt or whatever, so that doubt comes to the mind. Yemi tathapi. Maha namnam ityeva vaktavyam. Maha namni nam. Why it is saying Maha namnam it should have been, not Maha namni nam. Why it is not told? Because why means, the objection. Why the objection comes? Means he says, there is a sutra which says, Mannantasya na nipaha. So it says, iti sutre, the Ashtadhyayi, that particular sutra, it says, manaha. Manaha means man ending with man. This one is naman. Naman is manaha. For the ones which are ending with man, like naman, it should have been namnaha. Actually, when we do sankalpa and all, it says, like suppose you say Keshavarao namnaha, nam, and whatever wife is Meera namni. When stealing, I says namni, and Pumlinga Shabda is namna. So, it should have been nam. That's all. So, mahanam nam is because the Pumlinga Shabda, mananta, naman. So, it should be like that. And that is answered because it's a Panini Sutra. So Ashtadhyayi is written by Panini Sutra. And Vaidika Vyakarana is a superset of Panini Vyakarana. Panini Vyakarana is correct only. There's nothing. But going beyond Panini Vyakarana is Vedika Vyakarana, or it is also called Mahavyakarana. Vaidika Vyakarana or Mahavyakarana is a superset of Panini Vyakarana. Pani Vyakarana is subset of that Mahavyakarana. So something according to Panini, if this is how it should be, it says. And Panini himself in some places actually, he says, oh, in Vaidika, I mean not all the places, but in some places he says, Vaidika grammar in that this may be allowed. This, something else can happen. So he says, and he says, Ayi Vyakarana Mugdha. So I is like not addressing, Vyakarana, mm, keen person. So I say, hey, Vyakarana Mugdha means one who is so much obsessed with Vyakarana. Hey, one, you are so much obsessed with Vyakarana. But listen, I am going to answer you. When you are obsessed with Vyakarana, we will give you according to Vyakarana rule itself, how it is. Kim Rushayaha. Paniniyam adhitya mantranadashanan. So it actually raises a question. It should be according to Panini Vyakarana means the mantraveta or mantradrashtas should study Panini Vyakarana and all their whatever mantras they come to them, Shruti and Drushti, come to their Shruti and Shravana, to their ears, they listen to them and they come to their Drushti. That one need not be according. So that means they have to do a Pani Adhyayana so that they can become mantra vetas or mantra drashtas. To become a mantra drashta, you have to be well versed in Pani because your mantra should be according to Pani rule. Is that the case? Hey, that's why I say, hey, what are you saying? Why are you so obsessed with Pani? Pani rules. For mantra darshana, rishis, they don't have to do Pani Adhyayana. I mean, they can do that, not that prohibited or not. But it is whatever mantra they see, it need not be bound by Pani rules. So Pratyuta Paninihi Swayam Mantran Adhyayam. So Adhyayam is every adhyayam. So Mantran Adhyayam Shabdanusasanam Asusutrat. He himself wrote a sutra or another sutra where he says, like in Atra Ashtadhyayam eva Anyatra Namnaha iti upaskartavyam. So there is another rule, the one we saw, Manaha, Mannantasya na ngip. That is one sutra. But another sutra says, he says, सर्वत्रापि किल नामशब्दः स्त्रियां ङीपन्त एव प्रायः पठ्यते वेदेषु च लोकेषु च. In Vedas and Loka means here Puranas. In Vedas and Puranas and all special, where the special thing is considered, there Nityam Sanya Chandasoho. Chandas means here Vedas. So in Vedas, Sanyam, Puranas, and all this, there Nityam always iti vadan parnihi api yetam artham suchetiva. Hey, they can have always this kind of a Trilinga Prayoga, and for Namna, it can become Namnim. If Vedas prescribe such a thing, it is quite appropriate. It is quite possible. So Pani, though, doesn't cover them, they are beyond whatever has been told by Panini, but Panini indicated that such usages exist. So it can be Namnaha, can become Namnim. That's why it is said Mahanamni Nam Yucham Upasargaya. So basically justifying the usage of the word Mahanamni Nam. That's how it is. So a little bit of grammatical aspect, but that's is interesting to know. And it says Upasarga iti utpate arthe api pathanti koshakaraha upasarga upadravaha iti. Another an interesting hey, what is this? Upadrava means a lot of problems. This upasargas, all this, giving a lot of problems. They are difficult and problem givers. These upasargas are upadravas only. So iti से पदात् पूर्वं संयुज्यमानम् अव्ययम् उपसर्ग इति वैयाकरणाः. What is उपसर्ग? Upasarga like a prefix or whatever. It says padat purvam. See, there is a prefix and a suffix. Suffix is pratyaya. Prefix is upasarga. Whatever is comes later is called pratyaya endings, and so they are called suffix, like a suffix. It comes after the word. The main word, if you take pratipadika, the one that comes like, bhavati, antarbhavati, like that, you may add something in front of the verb. It becomes upasarga. If you add at the end, it becomes a pratyaya. So this is why it says upasarga means padat purvam, for the word in the beginning, samyujyamanam, whatever is connected, avyayam is avyaya, because it doesn't matter what ling, what case, what plural, singular, everywhere that upasarga goes together. The ending, everything applies only after the word. The previous word, like nayana, upanayana, it doesn't matter is strilinga, pumlinga, another shabda, it can be upa, can be a pumlinga word attached, or it can be attached to strilinga word, it can be attached to the napumsakalinga. No matter where it is, it's just upa, that's it. Or that upasarga, whatever is upa or apa or whatever prefix that we use. So that's why it's called upasarga. That's the normal definition of upasarga. Upasarga iti vayyakarana. अतः प्रकृतेः विवक्षितम् अर्थमाह य उपसर्जनभूताः. So that is all right. Upasarga is prefix, but here it is different. It is not that prefix suffix situation here. This upasarga that we are talking about here is not the prefix suffix type of thing. Not pratyayas or upasargas prefix like upa or some or whatever, anu is another upasarga. That upasargas is not what we're talking about. Upasarga, upasarjana. What is upasarjana bhuta? Upasarjana bhuta means samyojana bhuta. Whatever you are brought in as a kind of special arrangement. An arrangement is made. When we go forward, actually, you will see what happens is there are four padas. The third pada is incomplete. It looks incomplete. But it's not matching with the rest of the padas. Third pada has as if it is chopped off halfway. But the Vedas and they says get from another place. What is to be gotten, that's all is what is mentioned later on. When we go, we'll see what words we bring, when we bring, how we bring, what the reason we bring, everything. We'll talk about it later, but that is what it is. Upasajjana bhuta, samyoja, putting together, stringing together. So etena nirvacanamapi सूचयाम बभूव उपा समीपे सर्गः सज्जनम संयोजनम इति. See, this upasarga itself is interesting word. Whether it is used for prefix or for upasajjana bhuta. For this it is used, whatever you use, irrespective of where you use it. This word upa, what exactly does it mean? Upasarga in case of upasajjana or in case of prefix, whatever. What does upa mean? What is this upa? Means he says, upa samipe sargaha sajjanam samyojanam. Samipe, upa, near. One of the meanings for upa, this prefix upa is used for three things, which is going to come in a little bit later. Upa ityadhike patyate, upa ityantike patyate, upa iti hinepi patyate. So upa means to express something of a higher thing. Or upa can also mean something that expresses lower thing, like upapradhani, upa, vice president or something, upadhyaksha. This is lower one. So that lower or, upanayana, all that can near. Or upa can also mean upper, higher. And in a higher use example is Upendra. Indra was born to Aditi Kashyapa. And Upendra, as his younger brother, Paramatma is born. Oh, he's younger brother, so he's less, younger, smaller. Means no. He is Upa Indra, means Adhika. Though he's younger brother, he's higher than Indra, much, much higher, number one. So Paramatma is Upendra, Upa Indra is higher than Indra. So there it is used as higher. So some places lower, some places higher, some places near. Near for near example is Upajaganya, Jaganya. So near, like Upavasa also, for example, fasting is actually doing vasa near Paramatma, thinking about Paramatma. Upavasa, it's not actually just fasting. Upavasa we use for fasting, but it is actually being near to Paramatma. That's what is Upavasa, staying near to Paramatma. So this is so athapi Upendra Indranam Anujatvat Indrat Avara. But you can also say, okay, art in Mahima, of course, Paramatma Upendra is much higher than Indra, all right. But Lokaritya, as a younger one to Indra, he was born. So in that way, he's a younger Chotabai for Indra. So that way, Chotabai is, not in capacity, but in the Lokariti. So he is Upendra that way also. In Paramatma and all, no, there's no age for Paramatma, but Upendra. So that we can take both ways. Basically, saying Upendra, in just the age itself, we take Lokariti, then Upendra may be smaller age than Indra. But if you take capacity, he is much above than Indra. So both Upa will do that. Says Atha Api Bhratruttvena Sahayogat Naikatyam. Another is, so he Upendra, he's very close to Indra, right? So Atisamyepa, very, so Sahayoga, together, he's a Paramatma took avatara to help Indra only. Upendra avatara is to help Indra. So athapi bhratruttvena sahayogat naikatyam nikatatva, being close. So by being a younger brother, he is very close to Indra. Narayana is so close to Indra. Indra is so much dependent on Upendra. Atha kevalam adhikyarte upanayinam उपरीनयनमित्यर्थः उपवासः उपरिवास इत्यर्थः उपशमः उत्कृष्टानंद इत्यर्थः. So it says केवलाधिक्यार्थ अंतिके यत सहायार्थम अंतिके भवन उपसंपादकः. So upasampadaka, sampadaka is the person who collects everything. Upasampadaka, very close nearby him, around, moves around him, nearby to him, and he helps in collecting all the things, sampadana, collecting the material. So that way is upasampadaka, being nearer. Hina yatha upanadi mahanadya saha prabhanti kunadi ityartha. As you all know, nadi and upanadi. So Upanadi is basically smaller river joining the bigger river. Smaller river joining the bigger river is called Upanadi in Samskrita. Basically, sub-rivers is, smaller rivers which are going and joining a larger river. This is also called Upanadi. Tributary, no, actually, the English word is tributary, actually. Tributary is a smaller river joining the main river. That is called Upanadi, tributary, smaller one. So there it is always used as a smaller one, Hinartha. So there are some words which can be used in all three senses, like Upendra. There are some words which can be used in only one sense, like upper Upanayana, Upavasa, like that, or Antika, where is Upasampadaka, or Hinartha, where is Upanadi, Mahanadya Saha Prabhanti, Upanadi, Arkunadi, Ityartha, smaller one. So प्रकृते तु उपमन्त्रान्तस् अन्तरस्य अन्तिके आदौ वा अन्ते वा सर्गाः अवयवत्वेन सुजीयन्त इति सर्गाः सम्बद्धाः इत्यर्थः. In this particular context, upasarga, what is that? Upa means is it mantra antarasya, inside the mantra, and antike adau va ante va sarga. Antike, near this usage. Adi, in the beginning. Anteva. So if you take that expression where it is added, it is at the end of this word, in the third pada, second half, which is after the third pada, first half. And it is before the fourth pada. So it can be taken as before and after and near, depending on how you look at it. So in all three possibilities. So that's why it says mantrantare upakrame upasamha. So prakute upamantraantarasya antike adava anteva sargaha avayavattvena sujyanta iti sargaha sammadhaha. So this is what sargaha sammadhaha. Sarga means sambandha, connected. Connected avayavattvena, near, and also beginning in front of or later on. All this can be relatively, is all relative. So all these are applicable. So athacha ye mantrantare upakrame upasamhare va samsujyante tatopi upasajjana bhutaha. Another way of looking at it, saying upasarga means upakrame is like in the beginning portion, upasamhare the ending portion. Either way, samsujyante, they are connected, samyojayante. Tataha api upasajjana bhuta. That's why it's called also upasajjana bhuta, upasarga. So gunabhutaha ityartha. Gunaha pumsi klibe syad upasajjanam iti. Mantra avayavabhuta vakyakhandaha ityartha. Tan upasujati. Another way of it, guna means not sattva. So gunaha pumsi klibe syad upasajjanam. Lakshanas, basically. So pumsi klibe means pumlinga napumsakalinga. Syad upasajjanam. So upasajjana can be pumlinga or napumsakalinga shabda. Basically, vyakarana it's talking about. Iti mantra avayavabhuta vakya khanda ityartha. Tan upasujati, tan samyojayati. What is connecting them together. So tasmat mantrat apakrushya mantrantare samyojayati. शस्त्र पठन काले होता इत्यर्थः विध्यर्थे लट उपसज्जेत इत्यर्थः. That means the hota, one who studies these mantras, when he is studying these mantras, that missing part is why Vedas are like that. Why can't it be put like that? That doubt comes to mind because Parokshavaya Vedaha, one thing. Second thing is it is like a coded language. Hey, this is how it is. The coding is so, but the coding is mentioned in Veda itself. It's not that somebody is coming and interpreting or anything. Vedas themselves give a coded language and give an answer to the coded language. That's an interesting way of doing it. Why Vedas doing that? Vedas are not written by anybody. If somebody is writing it, they say, why you are writing this, why you are. They are anadi, apaursheya. So we cannot question. That's how it is. That's all. So mantranantare samyojayati. Shastra patana kale hota one who recites them at shastra. Shastra means not arrow or anything. Shastra here means a special type of mantras. These are called shastra. So in Shastras, in these mantras, during them, while studying, the Hota automatically puts that missing part, Samyojana. He does that and studies the mantras. How the Samyojana is to be done is told there itself. The Samyojana is indicated. I think here I pause it. Any questions are there? Can ask Harish Srinivasa. A lot of grammar aspects in today.
Very, very interesting one. And very nice this use of word upsarga upadrava by Bannanje Govindacharya.
Yeah,
So one thing,
yeah,
so the first mantra where you talked about like Etriya Brahmana Adhyay 16 Khand, Chaturtha
yeah,
Khand,
yeah.
Mahanamni Nam Upsarga Anupsrijati.
Mm,
This is written in bracket. So this is not part of the Khandartha Nirnaya, but
yeah,
Bannanje Govindacharya has added this thing.
yeah.
Is that
Not only
because,
Bannanje Govindacharya, all the Vyakhyanakaras did the same thing.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it is put in bracket because it is not there in the book, but
Yes,
it is
yes,
well understood.
yes, yeah. It is not there, but it's to be understood. Yes.
And here the Manaha,
Mhm,
this the Vyakarana, the
mhm.
part that Panini grammar. So Mahani Namna Nam. So it makes it a striling. And
Yeah,
it is the Ashtadhyayi Sutra is saying that with mana, the deep
yeah,
pratyay, the Sri pratyay cannot be used.
yes, yes,
Hmm?
yeah.
So,
Naman. So like basically mananta, man
mm,
anta. Manaha
mm,
means a, mananta. So mananta for words that are ending with man.
mm.
Like Naman. Naman becomes Nama, Namano, Namanaha, like that. So that Naman word becomes Namnaha or Namni. So here it is taken as Namni.
So for example, Atman, is that not
Yeah.
ending in man? It is also ending in man, right?
Yeah, correct. But Atman, it is never used as Atmin, Atni or something like that. Only Namni is that. So
Okay.
there is no exception there. This
Right,
following
right,
rule, all right. It is
right.
following the Panini rule. This one is not following the Panini rule. That's why this is different type.
Okay, okay. Dhanyavad.
Yeah, sure.
साष्टांग नमस्कार केशव.
Namaskar. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
So,
of grammar.
so
Yeah.
yeah, one more question.
Yeah.
So then, just to see if I understood correctly.
Mhm.
So the upsarga,
Yeah.
when upsarga it is being said here,
Mhm.
it means it could be added in the beginning, middle, or the end, anywhere in the mantra,
Yeah.
and the rules are given somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's why all these explanation is that's what it's describing,
Yeah.
that it could be added anywhere, and
Yeah.
it is actually upsarjan bhuta.
Yeah, and it is normally added when there is a shortage. For example, each pada
Okay.
should have 16 letters. The first pada has 16 letters, second pada has 16 letters, third pada has much less than 6. It can be 10 letters, it can be 12 letters, it can be 8 letters, it can be 9 letters. Something is missing. There is no 16 letter there. Fourth pada again has 16 letters. So
Okay.
16, 16, then a subset of 16, then again 16. So most of the time it's only third pada. When it comes to third pada, there whatever shortage is there, that expression is added, then it becomes 16.
Okay. And so when it says avyayatvena srijayanta,
Yeah,
so avyava means it is
yeah,
in
avyaya
the
means basically vyaya is not there. What is avyaya? Avyaya means basically actually there is no exact thing, and I mean there's an English word, indeclinables.
Mhm.
So
So
indeclinables, there is no declination for that. That means it does not change based on gender, number. It can be plural, it can be singular, it can be masculine, it can be feminine, whatever it is. it does not change. It's fixed. That's why
Yeah,
it's
just
called indeclinable. That means there is no declination for that. It does not change. Oh, it's a bahuvachana, plural. So will it become upasarga? No. Upasarga. Sarga is
mm,
prefixed with upa. That's upa. It doesn't matter singular, plural, vibhakti pratyaya. So the vibhakti pratyayas don't have effect. The genders don't have effect. The
yeah,
vachanas don't have effect. Nothing will affect it. It's fixed. One.
right.
It is will not change.
So these additions, it is saying that they are always in form of avayav. Is that?
Yeah, no, the word upasarga is an avyaya. See, the
Oh,
upa,
okay, okay, okay,
upasarga,
got it.
that is
Yes, yes.
not that whatever is added there is avyaya. No,
Okay, okay,
the
okay,
upa of the upasarga is avyaya.
okay,
That upa is avyaya. That's all.
okay, okay. Upa is
Yeah, yeah,
avyaya.
yeah.
Okay, okay. धन्यवाद.
Sure.
साष्टांग नमस्कार.
No problem. Okay,
Namaskar.
Mutalik, you are saying something? Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
I was not saying the famous thing that comes to my mind for Vivek. I don't know if he is here or not. Vivek,
Okay.
Tatsavidaruvare Aniyam
Yeah.
Aniya.
Yeah.
It is like a very small example. Like, if you have a Gayatri and then, it's Una Gayatri, then there is a way in which you can add it.
Yeah.
So the Acharya is now going to go and like create
Yeah.
these, not create, they are already there. He is going to now explain how those things will come in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Very interesting. I like that definition. The Yatha Upendra
Yeah.
Indra api adhiko Bhagavan,
Yeah.
and how it
Yeah.
the upa means could mean hine and
Yeah.
atyantike.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Namaskar, Keshav.
Okay.
Namaskar. Yeah. We'll
Sastang
continue
Namaskar.
next class. Hare Srinivasa.
धन्यवाद. Sastang Namaskar.